Hey, what's up, YouTubers? My name is Pedro, and I am a brand new trader. So let's just say about 2 years now in the industry, 2.5 years now. But only lately, let's say maybe a year ago, that I'm trying to take this really seriously. I'm trying to put some time into it. And, my intention for this is simple. A lot of times, I'm going to trading and it's very hard, the losses, the wins, whatnot, but more losses than wins, as you probably know already, because most traders lose anyway. So I don't consider myself a loser for that, though. Consider myself like, basically taking lessons. So now when I don't take these lessons, they're definitely losses for me. But I got to tell you, this is a real roller coaster. And it's very, very hard, this business, because this is not something you can talk to your spouse if you're married. This is not something you can talk to your children like that, because they may not understand. This is a unique thing where, like, it really takes a lot out of you, a lot of energy. It's very emotional. The psychology of it is crazy. And the more and more I can understand why people are saying basically trading is 90% psychology and 10% technical analysis or fundamentals or whatnot. So I decided to just journal my journey, basically. So what I wanted to do, or what I'm doing right now, it's introducing to people that new podcast, that new channel, YouTube channel. The name is Trading Therapy. The reason it's Trading Therapy is because I do believe that, because it's hard to talk to anybody about that, and we are going through these emotions on a daily basis when you're taking a trade. You guys know what I'm talking about. And for those of you already very successful, so it's not for you really, maybe you could chime in once in a blue with your expertise and whatnot, your ideas and your creativity, and help us out. But I'm talking about people who've been trading 2 years or less, or like who has not been successful, who very much like going through a lot of ups and downs, because this thing could be very debilitating. And I've heard people who've even lost relationships due to this, and even more, like so it's very real out there. But a lot of times, you're looking on the videos, you're looking at YouTube channels, you're looking social media, and you see a lot of people, making money. A lot of people telling you, like, they're turning $10 into 1,000, 1,000 into 10,000, 3,000 into like, 500,000. And they're going to do this challenge where they're going to turn like $50 into 50,000. And you feel like, but I'm a loser then, if I can do that. Like, so many people are doing it, but they're showing you, like, their mansions, their big houses, their big cars and stuff like that. But what they fail to show you is all the ups and downs, all the tragedies, I could say, all the bad stuff that probably happened on the journey. And all of a sudden you feel like when you're watching this, like, oh man, that's something I could do. I could retire my mom, my wife, my kids. I could buy this. I could take all the trips. I could make like 500, 1,000, $2,000 a day. But let me tell you, that's not really what's going on in the real life. So I wanted to bring something that's without fluffs. I wanted to bring something that where, like, I could talk freely. I'm not afraid to say today I lost. I'm not afraid to say, like, I've been losing. I'm being on the streaks of losing. That I only won 2 trades and lost 10 on a row, 15 on a row. Or that I've blown like 17 accounts. I've blown all these. And these are true stories for me. So, the thing that I wanted to do, though, because I don't have really somebody per se to talk about it, so I wanted to introduce this channel where, like, even if it's by myself, it's okay. It's fine. I mean, if you guys found like, it's important, if you guys found like, it's interesting, if you guys felt like, you could bring value, you could always subscribe and do something. But my thing is for me to go back and to look at this journey and to see, like, what I said in the past, to see what I said I wouldn't do, that I keep doing. If you feel basically like, you're taking a trade when you shouldn't, or you're taking a trade out of your session, or maybe, the trade that you're taking is something like, you shouldn't have taken because in your mind you felt like it was a bad idea, or you're going to work at 8 and then it's 7:50, you're on a trade, and now you wanted to give you basically your 100, your 75 pips, and you're only 5-7 minutes away to start work. If you are somebody who basically doing these things and knowing that you shouldn't be doing them, like, basically you lose a trade today and you lose $200, $300, and yet you are revenge trading because you want to go so bad and make that money, and you even losing more. You end up losing more. If you're a guy who asking the question, like, why am I taking this trade today? on a time where I'm on a phone call, middle of a phone call. If you're a guy, who just argue with someone, maybe your loved ones, and then, you find yourself clicking on buying or selling when basically psychologically you shouldn't have been on that screen at all. If you're a guy who continuously making bad decision upon bad decision, just clicking without a stop loss, just clicking without really thinking about okay, wait, today I can only lose 100 because yesterday I lost 3. If you're a guy, thinking these kind of ways and yet still making the bad decisions, still doing the same thing over and over again, then this podcast is for you. Then this channel is for you, because this is the place where you could vent. This is the place where you could come and talk with respect for everybody, but you can just kind of explain the journey for you. You can kind of explain the thing that you are going through and how hard it's been for you. You could kind of come and then basically talk and find other people to support you. Because I got to tell you, if 90% of people are losing in trading, so we got a lot of people who are on our boats. We got a lot of people who can come. But that doesn't make them losers, though. That only makes them people who are not really grasping the arts of trading. Because I got to tell you, it's not about strategy. I got to tell you, it's not about resistance and support. I got to tell you, it's not about finding your edge. I got to tell you, it's not truly about fundamentals and technical analysis, really. These things are important, but these things are things you could grasp in like a month and you could kind of understand pretty much. It's really about the psychology. It's really about the thinking. It's really about am I going to do the thing that I said I'm doing today, or am I not going to do them? And basically that's going to separate you between a winner and a loser. Like for instance, today, I went today on the market, but I lost everything at the same token right after, because I was trying to add more into my winning. So you have to have basically a mindset of, if I'm at X amount, I'm good for the day. Don't try to look for more, because there's another day. So, basically this is what trading is all about. Is knowing when to trade, when not to trade. Is knowing when there could be a setup here, but the risk you're not willing to take, and let it go, and then wait for another day, and deal for another day, and live for another day. Is knowing if you're willing to risk that much, once you lose that, then that's it, you're done. But not continuously keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And guys, let me tell you, this thing is real. And a lot of you watching this right now, you've probably been through it, or you're probably still going through it. So the reason that I'm having this channel is not only one, for us to be able to talk, for us to be able to share, for us to be able to be creative, for us to be able to help one another, but it's a community also where we can feel relief. We can feel we are being distressed, because we can't talk to these things to people we know. If you look into your phone right now, I would like you to tell me how many people really trades. You may have 2,000 friends on Facebook. You may have 5,000 friends or 300 friends on your phone. You probably have less than 10% who trade, or even less than 5%. So, you need a community. You need a place. You need someone to talk to. And sometimes what you need is just somebody to hear you. And I'm here for you, and I'm here to listen to you, because I'll be here telling you when I'm taking a trade. I don't have to say how much I lose, or how much I gain, or how much I win, but I'll be able to tell you today I took a trade and this was my psychology. Going into the trade, this is the way I felt, and leaving the trade, this is the way I felt, losing or winning. So what I want to do is to be able to have a place where I could come home. When I feel I'm down, I could come, and it's like a sanctuary, and we can talk about it. So if you feel like it's something that really interested you, if you feel this is something of interest, something you feel like that may be interested to you, that may be of interest to you, so please go ahead and be part of this community. See, I'm doing it from the top. I am not even going to change anything. I am not going to even try to edit any videos. I'm going straight from the top, the way I feel. Because when you feel a certain type of way, when you act a certain type of way, you don't have time to really edit and to make it real nice. So I'm doing it from the top, just to show you what I'm thinking, what's going through my mind. And from there, we all can learn from each other. Guys, once again, I don't want to make it long. This is an introductory video just to show you a little bit about it. So every day that I'm taking a trade or whatnot, I'll tell you why I took a trade, why I didn't take a trade. And then, from that point on, we'll talk about it, okay? We'll talk a little bit about it, and then to see, if some of you feel the same. If not, then I'll just journey my own trading journey, because I want to be successful. I will be successful. And there is nothing that would stop me or that can stop me. Now, you know, this is the mindset right there that I have. It doesn't matter how many times that I fall, I'll always be able to get back up. And let me tell you, I'll tell you a little bit about my story, how I got to trading and how many accounts that I've blown and how bad I feel and how bad I felt when that happened and how bad I still feel today for losing, because I'm doing the things that I know I should have not done but still did them. But it doesn't matter. It's a journey. It's a journey. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. And together we're going to get through it together. My name is Pedro once again. I have a new podcast and it's called The Trading Therapy. It's just a place where we can all talk about a journey without feeling like, you know, having to lie or anything like that. These are struggles. It's what we do, what we plan on doing, what kind of strategy we are going to implement, and how we're going to get this together. And we all could get it together. I do believe in that. I'm a man of faith. And I know we shall declare a thing and it shall be established unto you. So I'm telling you already, guys, for all of you joining the podcast, you are going to have a new beginning in your life. May God bless you all.